Shooting up at Bronson Caves was a real thrill for me because I was a big fan of the old Batman TV series with Adam West. And Bronson Caves was used for the Bat Cave, when the Batmobile screams out of the cave and the fake door in the cave shuts. It was just fun to be up there. And Greg Ramundos, our props master, he built a replica of the Gotham City 14-mile sign, which was used in the sequence.
The one thing I tried to do with the series, since we had very limited time and budget, cast and crew, etc., is I try to make each episode in the series different and unique. One would be more action-oriented, one would be more dialogue-driven. We even did one episode in black and white. One involved a sword fight. One was a little bit more romance. So each one wasn't the same. So when you tune in each week to see a new episode, you really weren't sure exactly what you were going to get.
So when they decided to have me on Truth Serum and have me spouting, all kinds of truths about, or Sandra spouting all kinds of truths about herself, I have never been drunk before. I have never done a drug. I've never experienced anything like it. And it was by far one of the most fun. It was one of my favorite things to do.
I'm 28. I'm not married. I have no boyfriend. I have no kids. My life is a mess. And I'm about to blow up.
You're 28? I thought you said this was Truth Serum.
As an actor, it was just such a different experience for me. So I loved being on Truth Serum.
I play the cannon fodder. The guys who, throughout all those wonderful series that you watched throughout your whole life, who are unnamed, they walk on, they get slaughtered like sheep out of pasture. That's me. Yep. Let's see. I've been shot. I have been stomped considerably. I've been punched. Superseven took my head off in the last episode that we did up in Bronson Cave. You see Olivia and Michelle doing a fight scene. I can't believe the energy that they bring to it, because they're incredible. But they're hopping back on one foot to another, just like, oh boy, I get to kick Terry in the balls. I don't know what. It must be that kind of charisma I have with women, something like that.
Well, of course, I have many favorite episodes. Some of them are just absolutely hilarious. There's one where Superseven and the Fez go back and forth about what he did know and what he didn't know. It's a terrible episode because we had to give him $10,000 for this information. I would say my favorite episode is the fight sequence between Superseven and Thunder. Thunder, it's just such an exciting example of how a them agent can defend himself in such a fantastic way against such a dangerous opponent. Yes, that would be my favorite episode.
My oldest sister started dating, and that's kind of what triggered a lot of things, because I come from a very conservative family, basically, and my dad was like, you need to learn how to defend yourself, because the guys in today's world, oye, olvídate eso. And he was very firm about not letting a guy take advantage of you. But I really love training in martial arts and learning about movement and self-defense, because in training all that stuff, I'm also discovering a lot about myself and where my fears really lie, and what the whole illusion about being in control in a certain situation, what that's really about. Because a lot of times it has to do with us more than it has to do with the opponent. So yeah, I have a huge passion for martial arts, much like my passion for music. It's never gonna leave my life. I love it that much, and it's just such a blessing to be able to put that into my craft as an actress, to put all these tools and all these passions into something that allows me to keep them all and use them all in my character, in a production, in anything. So martial arts is like, it's totally a huge blessing in my life.
I think it's very well written. I think it's well thought out in the fact that it's not really thought out at all. We're just sort of get together, and I mean, we obviously have the script to give us a direction and ideas. But I love the fact. I mean, I grew up. I was pretty much a tomboy until I was 15, and then I was like, oh, yes, not so boyish anymore. But I grew up with watching Star Trek with my dad. What? What's so funny?
Nothing.
No? Okay. I grew up watching Star Trek. Okay. I caught that. A little late. Grew up with my dad and in the shop. And so this webisode was kind of an opportunity in the role of Sparky to channel that inner tomboy.
So I decided to take it upon myself to find some college interns. So I sent out some emails to local colleges, and I got a response from a guy named Salvador Carrasco, one of the professors at Santa Monica College. I told him what we're doing. You know, we're doing this low-budget web series. We're trying to get a bit of a crew. Do you have any students who might be interested? And he was very enthusiastic. He got back to me within hours. And he put me in touch with 5 very enthusiastic young film students. And so I set up some interviews, and Scott and I interviewed them at our favorite Starbucks and Chinese restaurant. And we've wound up using 3 of them. The other 2 of their schedules just haven't gelled with ours, but we will use them eventually. But Ali Namutlu, Michael Paletta, and John Morrissey are the 3 guys who have become our crew. Now, initially, they thought they were going to come in and just do PA work, pack animal work, haul this, load that. But on John's first day, he wound up running B camera. On Ali's first day, Scott put him in a jumpsuit, gave him a machine gun, and I came in and knocked him unconscious. And that was the very first thing he did. And Michael Paletta has proven to be a wonderful cameraman. They've all proven to be invaluable.
My effects studio was used as Superseven's secret base. I was approached by my friend Scott here, and he said, "We like to use your place. We think it would make a good look." And so they came down and they shot some stuff there. We laid out some props and some weapons and stuff for him, and it was a lot of fun.
Sparky!
Oh! Hey, boss. Does anybody knock anymore?
I provided some props, and the one I really like is the Gotham City sign that I kind of put together real quick for Superseven's episode up Bronson Cave. It was a homage to the old Batman TV series. It's at Gotham City, 14 miles, and we propped it up there. And all the people that passed by wanted to take photos with it, and it was kind of fun.
And we've developed sort of an ensemble cast. A lot of our actors have come back to play multiple roles, not just me, but Michelle and Jerry and Glenn. When you have talented people who want to stretch themselves and do different things and create different looks, you say, hey, we know what we're getting with that product. They're going to show up on time, they're going to know their lines, they're going to make some fun and funny and strong choices, and you're going to get a quality product. So we really created a little ensemble like Monty Python, where you see the same people, but hopefully in different looks, where it's enough that you can believe them in those different types of roles.
Glenn Takasian is our resident chameleon. He had a very strong background in improvisational comedy, so he fit in perfectly with certain characters like the Russian assassin, the Fez, who will be a recurring bad guy, and the producer, Dick Lively.
Picture this. You grew up in a trailer park. Your mother was a prostitute. Your father was a junkie. Or maybe he was her pimp. I don't know which one will pull a better demographic yet. Anyway, he gets you pregnant when you're 13. Now you hate this place, so you burn it to the ground.
And he did a very, very good job. Half of it was scripted, half of it he just went off and used his improvisational talents. And we got some magic with him and everybody else in the cast and crew.
I have a stunt business called Precision Stunt Safety Specialists, which designs airbags, air rams, all sorts of state-of-the-art stunt equipment. The airbags have actually won an Academy Award and an Emmy, both in engineering. And most of the stunt equipment you see that has been used, whether on camera or behind the scenes, has been supplied by my company.
I mean, the first time I met Olivia was with Scott. We were standing outside the studios, and I had not seen her yet, except for the one short dance routine that she did in How to Be a Producer in the 60-second film school. So we're standing outside, it's a beautiful sunny day, we're just discussing different things, and this vision comes walking down the street, and she's wearing the leopard suit kind of boots and the heels and the way she's walking. And I looked at Scott and go like, see, now that's the girl. I would cast a girl that like that for Sandra West. And he just kind of smiles that Scott smile and just sort of unassuming, just looks down and nods his head. And as it turns out, that is Sandra West. Excuse me, sir. You have a glove call.
Thank you. Superseven! This is... Oh my god, I'm sorry, I've forgotten what character I am now.
You're filming me, aren't you? God. Why? Why?
So I've had a really great time on the Superseven. Ha sido un gran placer y muy divertido y super chévere, tú sabes. Et Jerry me semble très bon, très bien en rouge. Et le directeur Scott è merveilleux. E non so che cosa più posso dire perché non ho parole. È cosa tanto bellissimo che no existe parole para questo. È vero, ¿eh? È vero. Pues eso es todo. Que pasen un súper lindo día y que pasen un feliz Navidad, próspero año nuevo, todo eso tú sabes, y a gozar con los cubanos, ¿ok? Ciao!
My favorite episode so far, I have to say, is the scene with you, Jerry, but also Sandra. And when I get to throw darts at her face on the dartboard, that was very funny, and she catches me. And then she tells me that I'll never be a superhero. Yeah, it's one of my favorite scenes. Where I get to strangle her with the rope, that scene. That was, oh, am I not supposed to say that? Oh yes, and then the balls scene, where I have Superseven's balls in a bag. You'll have to see that. I can't talk about that on camera.
Yep, I got your balls ready, boss. They're right here, polished and everything.
Yes, Superseven's balls are a weapon. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're a weapon.
I would say that the experience of shooting The Adventures of Superseven has been one of the best of my life. The people that you get to work with, the amazing people who've donated their time, their talents. These are professionals. These are people who get paid to do what they do. You know, we all do. We all get paid to work other places, and these people have come and they've created a warm, fun, enjoyable, safe environment to come and to play. And I think with a lot of sets, that's not always the case. You know, there's a lot of money at stake and time at stake, and you have to get it right, and I understand and respect that, but this has been a very safe, enjoyable environment in which to come and really play. And I think that everybody who's given to it has contributed. Even, the girls who come in and do parts, everybody's been committed to it being something for people to really enjoy. And I think that people really do enjoy it.